everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and this is Penny. I'm babysitting Penny for a little bit of time while her owners have gone away. So I thought I'd come on and give you a prediction reading for the 23rd. If you are new, welcome. We've built a little community here and we share our experiences down below, so feel free to comment as well. So I'll get started. And we'll see what's coming up in these current energies. Now, there's a lot going on at the moment, guys. I've been talking a lot here the past few weeks about strikes. So stay watching. I'm sure there's going to be some more information coming out. And I'll close my eyes. Oh, and one more thing I just want to mention to you guys. If you go and check out my Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach page on Facebook, I posted a fantastic video. Doctors are starting to speak their truth. We know they are in Florida with dissenters. He's got a group together, a truth movement. But there's a doctor here in Australia who's very well known. Her name is Karen Phelps. And she was a big jabber. Like, she was always on the news during the jab wheel event, on the media, telling everyone to get their jabs. And now she's come out and telling her truth. So I really want you to go and check out that video. It's actually on, if anyone wants to go check it out, I think it's public. Jared Rennick, he's an Australian, I think, senator that he calls out all the BS. He's a real BS detector. He's unbelievable. It's on his Facebook page if anyone's interested in that. And also she's actually she's explaining, this doctor, how her partner, her partner got a very bad, vaccine injury, and she did as well. And she's even talking about being silenced by APRA, and that people, the media and that, need to talk to APRA about why they were silencing doctors. This is huge, guys. You've got to go and check out this video. It's so good. And she's saying that she's seen other doctors getting adverse reactions, and she's seeing patients getting adverse reactions. So she is telling her truth of what she's seen. I said this would happen, and it is happening, guys. We have to really hang on to these moments because they're huge. You know, maybe that'll give other doctors and things the bravery to come out and tell their truths about this experience. So this is where over time things start to spill out. And once the truth is out, as we know, it starts to spill over and people start to see the truth. Because Karen Phelps here, the Dr. Karen Phelps, is very well known. She's like big in Australia. So people would respect what she's saying. And she even talks about all the side effects of like myocarditis and the blood pressure problems and just everything. It's great. You've got to go. Please go check it out on my Facebook page. Well worth looking at. She's very well known. People really listen to what she has to say. So I thought that was really huge. So I had to share that with you today. All right, Penny's scratching away here. I'll close my eyes, guys, and we'll just get started and we'll see what comes up. Gosh, I'm getting that people are feeling time poor. We know that they are. It's that time of the year where everyone's rushing around, frantic. The madness begins, of course. Strikes at airports. We knew it was always coming. I think in the UK you're getting hit with that at the moment. No surprise there. I suppose they could blame the weather, can't they, for hold-ups at the airport. But I think you're going to have a few problems over there at the moment. So I am getting that. The strikes are starting, which is good, which means it's a fight back against government. We'll take anything, won't we, as a positive, as people fighting back, because that's what it is. Let's see where else we go. So yes, there's this running around, the madness. As expected, everyone feels that little bit of up energy coming towards Christmas, and then it's like, they get to Christmas Day, don't they, and everyone just chills out, passes out, has a big nana nap in some cases. I'm sure over there in a lot of your countries, being winter, you'll just fill up with food and then just chill. Let's see where else we go. And they're saying Christmas is a time of giving and exchanging as well. It's exchanging kindness, energy. It's about loyalty and being brave as well and holding your head up. I always tell you, BS detectors, to make sure, the guides always tell you to hold your head up and be confident in your decision-making processes. Let's see where else we get. Gosh, they're showing me Alberta again lifting. Alberta is just lifting that vibration. And it's like it's almost showing me like dragging other people into their state. Like it's like dragging other areas up with them as well. So I am getting that. There's this massive vibrational shift in Alberta. It's really awesome for Canada. It really is. You needed that to happen. Gosh, and fast. Let's see what else we get. God, they're showing me London, like Britain. They're showing me the flags. And maybe this is because of Christmas, but they're showing me the British flags all lined up again. I think that happened was it when the Queen died? All the flags were there. I'm getting that image again. It could be for Christmas, but I do honestly feel like your sushi is really getting you guys back on the map. We know he's a mover and shaker and he's, getting things happening, but I do really feel that the flags are back up. And this could be literally as well, but it really means that you're back on the world stage, on the political map. We knew that's what sushi was going to be doing. And I don't think it's around the royals. I mean, the royals, like I said, is now the Kardashian reality show. The Royal Kardashians, I call them. That's what's happening with the royals now. They're just being seen as like an entertainment. They are. The respect isn't there anymore. It's all just about entertainment now. So I do believe the flags will be there for your political status on the world stage. Let's see where else we go. I'm still getting Melbourne. I'm getting Melbourne here in Australia. I'm getting that businesses are still struggling down there. Melbourne was the most locked down city in the world. Although I think China has surpassed that, I'm sure of it. He locked them down for 2 years down there. They were locked in their homes, couldn't even go to the park with their kids or anything. He even put tape around the parks. I've told you that before, haven't I? Dictator Dan. I'm sure you've all heard of him. Well, I'm getting that the businesses down there are still closing down. Oh, God, this is tiring, guys, this journey. Small business is just being taken down still in Melbourne. And the thing is, Melbourne used to be, if anyone's ever been to Melbourne, I haven't been there, but you sort of hear about it, so you always have this knowledge of Melbourne. It was always bustling. It was full of restaurants, full of activity. Everybody used to fly there for weekends just to go shopping. And now the vibe has completely changed. It's like they're saying Dan Andrews has turned that into like the Western ghost town. There's the tumbling tumbleweeds just rolling through Melbourne streets. I'm still getting that for Melbourne. And there's still more closures coming around small business. They cannot keep up with the cost of living and the bills and the expenses. It's just so sad for Melbourne though. It's such a hard time. So I am getting that there's still businesses closing. And this would be globally too. I wouldn't think it would be just Melbourne. They're just showing me Melbourne because it was very hard hit. But globally, come into, I would say February, there's just going to be more businesses closing. Like at the moment, they're just hanging on by the, by a thread. But I feel like a lot of businesses are going to close in February. We know that's what they want. Everyone working for big corporatisation companies and all this kind of thing. So sad for little businesses. They make it very hard. They do. They make it very hard because petrol goes up, then freight goes up, and everything goes up. Electricity, we know how it goes, and these things affect small business, not just people's houses and where they're living. This affects everyone, everywhere. All right, let's see where else we go. God, they're showing me, and this is really positive, they're showing me people have been writing in journals, and I would say this could be a lot around the doctors, but it could also just be people in general who have had vaccine injuries. Getting back to what I was saying in the beginning, people have been documenting a lot of this stuff. They have. People have been journaling and writing things down to cover themselves. See, I feel a lot of, personally, I feel like doctors, this would be globally, they're getting scared now because you know what I think they've realised? I think they realise that government's going to just boop, drop them in it and blame them if something goes wrong. That's the vibe I'm getting from these doctors now. They're starting to get scared because they've got all this truth. Well, we know they've got the truth buried inside them. They've been silenced by all these, is it CDC and all these pharmaceutical things, APRA in our case, in Australia, and they've had to bury that information, but they feel like government's going to drop them in it and say that they had the knowledge of all this and why didn't they do it? Like, this is how people think. You think about it, if you were a doctor in that situation and you've been silenced, you would be scared of your government then turning on you. So this is globally too. I'm getting that people are becoming aware of this, like, corruption in the government. It's definitely an issue for a lot of people. So they've been journaling. They've been writing down, received this letter like from APRA. They're starting to document things. This is so good because then we might have some evidence. I hope they're photocopying things, and it'd be so good, wouldn't it, guys, all over the world if all the doctors just stood up together. Maybe we might, these truth movements are coming. God, the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys, I was telling you last week I think it was, about those police that got ambushed and killed on this outback property in, I think it was Queensland. And they're still calling them on the mainstream media. Yes, they're still calling them conspiracy theorists, anti-government. Oh, and now, yes, they've added the anti-vaxxers to it as well. So, this is a sort of shit, basically, that the media is still feeding people to keep the division. Oh, it's still going on in Australia here. I can't believe it, guys. It's so ridiculous. You just go, what? Like, how do we get grouped? It doesn't matter who they were or what they were. They shot police for no reason. What's that got to do with anyone who thinks like that? It doesn't put us all in the same category. We're all not going out and doing those sort of crimes to people. Like, they're just making us look so bad here in Australia. It's really embarrassing that the media is doing this. But anyway, it's just good to keep you in the loop over there, guys, because it'll probably start happening where you guys are as well. We get blamed for everything, don't we, basically? Let's see if there's anything more today. Oh, my God. I'm getting... Speaking of Dan Andrews, Dictator Dan... They're giving me an image of, like, him in a bronze statue. Oh, my God. Could you imagine him as a statue? Like a bronze statue. See, I think these are ideas he has. He'd love to be immortalised in bronze and put on a giant pedestal out the front of his, like, parliamentary house down there in Victoria. I think most of them would. We know that. Their egos are so big. But I am getting that. I hope this isn't something he's serious about. But I am getting something about a bronze statue. That imagine, oh my God, oh my goodness. I think it would get a bit of damage to it somehow by vandals. So I am getting that feeling that he's got some ideas planned about bronze statues. Maybe there's other things too, but imagine Dan Andrews as a bronze statue. Oh my God, we don't need any more reminders of him, do we? Here in Australia. All right, let's see where else we go. Ooh, I'm getting people are falling from grace. Let's see what this is about. And it's saying, like, people are falling over. It's showing me Biden, actually. It's showing me America. And it's showing me Biden with a walking stick. Like, he's starting to fall over. He's probably literally starting to fall over as well, physically and mentally, I would say. This is starting to take a toll on him now. I mean, how long can you keep covering this up? It's going to come out. It is. Well, it is out, but it's going to come out. I guess what I'm saying is in the press. Imagine that in the newspaper. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? But I am feeling like this is like an undercover kind of operation. It's like they're showing me like a sting where everything's being caught out now. See, I don't know how this is happening, but it is showing me that there's investigations. So fingers, guys, that they're going to be caught out, and soon. It's quite possible. Don't think anything's not possible, because it is. Just because they're full of corruption and they get it. I mean, Biden's just getting on with this show like nothing's happened. If it is Biden, we know there's like a couple of doppelgangers, isn't there? That one's really healthy and one's blank and looking at the walls, and then one's all upright and confident. Like, you really do have to question so many things, don't we? Let's see if it's something to close with. Oh, Penny's making me tired. She keeps yawning and making me yawn. Oh, we're all tired, aren't we, out there, guys? Gosh, it's been a hell of a couple of years, that's for sure. I think we can all understand the exhaustion that goes along with this process. The guides are just saying to me that one day there's going to be a big change. See, I keep saying this year coming is the shift where things start to tilt. We've been going through the awakening process. We know that's part of the journey, but the shift is also coming where it's the balancing of the scales starts to shift. See, we know the government elites and all the wealthy and all these people rolling out their agenda have had the power for so long. Oh, what, 3 years? But there is going to be this shift. It's an exchange of energy. It's a change of the energy vibration. Diane, I think we were talking about that, weren't we? You know, and it is about your own vibration. But sadly, some of the things that go on do really affect us, because we get triggered too. You know, we're still human. We're not robots, so we do get affected by a lot of things. For example, that saying those people that killed the police on the news that they were anti-vaxxers, they were conspiracy theorists. It's the same narrative they've been feeding people for 3 years. It doesn't matter if they were. It's irrelevant. Like, what they did was wrong. Like, that doesn't put us all in that category that we're all going to go around. And they even talked about how they had prepared them. They called them, this is what they called them, doomsdayers or something. And they had put, yes, solar panels on their house and had a water tank. Hello? Isn't that what everyone's doing now because their cost of living so high? No, they called that out, that they were doomsday preppers and all this because they did that. Like, just lies. I don't know. Just get over it here in Australia. It's just so pathetic. It really is. Hang on, let me see if there's something to close with today. Oh, I'm getting this gorgeous song. I've not heard this song since I was a really young teenager. I'm trying to think. I can't think who sings it. I used to know who sang it. My memory's not so fresh, as you know, guys. It's a pretty song. It's called Sailing Can Take Me Away to Where I'm Running To. The dreams of will that carry me. Soon I will be free. Excuse the singing, guys, but I have to try and sing it so you can at least try and get a gist of what the song is. Sailing takes me away to where I'm going to. Oh, I wish I could think who sings it. I used to know. It was one of my favourite songs. Dreams of will that carry me. Soon I will be free. Oh, maybe that's a message in that song today, guys, that soon we will be free. Oh, we can only wish, can't we? Because if they these sleepwalkers keep complying and doing everything they're asked and told, we're not going to be free. But I am getting that song, Sailing. And maybe that's what we've got to do for this next few weeks. We've got a few weeks off from the guides. We've just got to keep sailing. It's showing me this boat just sailing on the ocean. And it's got its sails up and it's all peaceful and you know, the sun's setting in the distance, and it's all this beautiful calmness, and that's why I'm getting that song. I don't even know what it's called. Sailing takes me away to where I'm going to. I'm sure a lot of you recognise that, surely. I know the singing's not the best. Don't be too harsh on me. I've never said I was a singer. I'm just relaying the tune. But I can't remember who sings it. I used to know. It was one of my favourite songs growing up. I used to play it all the time. I used to just imagine and escape into it. So maybe that's what we've got to do today. Just close our eyes and just escape into the feelings of being free. Hang on a minute. Oh, they're showing me these yellow life vests. We've got to zip up these little life vests now, and they're what's going to keep us afloat as well. This is how we go. This is not literally, but this is how it is now. We just have to stay in that free-flowing kind of energy. Put our life jackets on, or our life vests, and just keep floating. It's even got a little circle here with the little mountain, meaning the Braveheart bikers. Oh. The Braveheart bikers, freedom fighters. Now we're the sailors, the freedom sailors at the moment. And we're just going to just float around for a while. But having our vests on, that's our life-saving vest. So I'm going to leave you with that image today, that we're still kind of protected. We've got our vests on, we're out at sea, and we're just going to keep sailing, sailing along. Not with the narrative, of course, sailing along, doing our own thing and enjoying the next part of our life. So that's what I'm going to leave you with, that beautiful song, and I'm pretty sure it's called Sailing. I wish I could think of the guy who sang it. Beautiful song. I will leave it also on my Facebook page. So go along, guys, and check out my Psychic Life Coach Facebook page, because I've got all those things about the doctors waking up and all that as well. Really worth having a look. Take care. Please subscribe. Hit those like buttons, guys. And if you want to comment, please do. I always try and get back to you guys. Sometimes YouTube takes my comments, but they bring them back, and then you know how it goes. YouTube controlling everything. Take care, everyone. And I'll say goodbye from me. Oh, and goodbye from little Penny. She's so tired. And have a wonderful day. Say goodbye, Penny. Bye, everyone. Oh, she's so tired. Bye.